Hello everyone and welcome back to Shri FC. The first priority is always I hope you all are well and you're good. Please if you like do hit the like button, subscribe, it really helps a lot and will mean a lot to me. But my first priority is to put the content and my first priority is you all are well and good. So today I'm going to discuss about the Wesley Fofana situation, and sadly with Wesley what's really going on is really disappointing, because Wesley for me is a very promising young player and I really liked his signing last year, but even I was very unsure and I was very afraid of his injuries, and I think sadly that fear has come true and the board is being criticized by many fans that you spent a lot of money, did not think about and all that stuff, and many, like I will say, people who are going there and absolutely criticizing, going way over the top on Wesley Fofana need to be ashamed of themselves. You can criticize, you can be a bit fair in your analysis, but if you're going there and going to the line of abusing, you should be ashamed of yourself and not even lying. But overall, it is a bit of concern. It is very sad for Wesley. This was a very important preseason for him. Last season, in the end point, he put a fantastic display against Liverpool. It was looking like Wesley was building some fitness up. Then he had that two bad displays against Manchester City and Manchester United. And now the injuries have again come true. And it's very disappointing. The injury is very serious. As you can see here with the report, it's a very serious injury, guys. Nobody knows when he'll be back. And we know Badiashile is out for the start of the season, and Wesley's injury can be very serious, and we have seen how dangerous ACL injuries can be. Many players have been injured with ACL have never come back the same player they were, and this is very worrying. So now, really going a bit back to the time span in last year in 2022 season, when we were having that chaotic transfer window, I was covering a lot of transfer lives and I was always telling people that my only worry on spending 70 on Wesley is the injury record. I really like the player. He's a really good centre back and I think he's a very top class player and he will be a fantastic player for Chelsea. But my only worry last year was his injuries, and I think I told them that 70 million could be a risk in his injuries, but it could be a massive signing if really he stays fit. And sadly, the first part of his injury scare has really come true. Now, many people who are criticizing the Chelsea board need to understand that the previous board of Roman, Marina, they were responsible for this chaotic transfer window. I'm not going to go too much deep on it, but on the centre back issue, they let Rudiger leave on a free, Christensen leave on a free. The manager, Thomas Tuchel, at that time was frustrated. Thomas Tuchel has to also take a bit of blame. He was not ready to give Livy Colville chances. So the board had to go there, immediately get the signings. Season was just 2-3 weeks away. Pre-season has started. So Wesley Fofana was the only answer to that. So I think people criticizing the board need to understand that the board were put in a situation where they had to get a centre back quick. Koulibaly was still old. You cannot have two centre backs at age of above 30. So they had to act, and Wesley Fofana was one of the better options in the market. So please stop criticizing the board. If you really want to blame someone, that is the previous ownership and Rudiger and Christensen contract not being extended. Now on Wesley coming, and people, first of all, you're abusing, get away and have some decency in yourself. Wesley is a fantastic professional, a really great human being, and it's really sad what's going on. The most frustrated person here will be Wesley, because he was finding his momentum, and seeing him injured in this way is devastating. It's really devastating for a player. I've seen Ruben get that very serious injury, never come back to the player we know. I've seen Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now people really laugh at Callum Hudson-Odoi, but at one time Callum Hudson-Odoi used to be explosive with his pace, dribbling all around, and it's a massive worry. And you see what happened to him after that injury. And I'm very worried of Wesley's just not present, but also the future. And now Wesley's out for some time. So I won't discuss too much on replacements, because I think this is where Chelsea have players already in the team. That is Trevor Chalobah. And I've been saying about Trevor Chalobah, not now, not 1 month back. I've been saying about Trevor Chalobah on this channel for 6 months, that if Chelsea really sell Trevor Chalobah, they're the biggest dumb idiots that you will see. And I'm being respectful here, because Trevor Chalobah is a player who never gets the respect from the fans. He's also academy graduate, but he never gets the respect because he's not too, you can say, he's not an attacker, he's not too flashy, he's not some big name like Livy Colville, so he doesn't get the respect. But whenever Trevor Chalobah has played for Chelsea, he has always put out a minimum 7 out of 10 display, or 6 out of 10 on his worst days. He's a player last year who played on right back and played really well, and he's a player who is a really good professional, loves the club so bit, and whenever required can do a job. And I've been telling everyone for a long time that we need to trust Trevor Chalobah. Thiago Silva is getting old. This could be his last year overall in terms of playing at his peak, and even then we cannot expect him to play more than 30 games this season. Then you go on Wesley, this I said 2-3 months back on his injury record. We need Trevor Chalobah, and Badiashile is out of the season as well at the start of first 1 or 2 months. So I think it's very important for Chelsea to not even think of now selling Trevor Chalobah, because this is a very red flag on this recruitment team. Right now with the selling, they've done a very good job for us, but letting Trevor Chalobah go will be a disaster, and trying to replace him in the market could cost us 50, 60 or minimum even 70 million pounds. I think Chelsea need to keep Trevor Chalobah, and for me, they should have kept Ethan Ampadu, but there's no point crying now. Ethan Ampadu could have also been a player who would have loved to be a backup, prove to the manager, and can be a very good backup, but no point talking about it. So now we are only left with Levi Colwill, Thiago Silva, Trevor Chalobah at the start of the season, and then Badiashile will come back in 1 or 2 months. And I think Chelsea should be fine with it. I don't think we should go and sign one more centre back. I don't want Chelsea to do the mistake of the previous board, hurry and make a bad signing, overpay. I think it's better we just consider a Caicedo and a goal scorer, and if we can do a goalkeeper and nothing more than that. So I think we need to be with the situation, we need to understand the situation, and we need, for me, to not sign any more centre back. If we sign, go for a young prospect we are sure of, but not make an idiotic signing, pay over the top, and then we are regretting it after. For Wesley, on the end of the video, I'll say I hope he recovers very quickly, very well. And for me, I always will love every Chelsea player. I love Wesley, and I hope he gets fine. I'm very worried for him overall. And people, rather than being overly critical, at least support the guy. These injuries have a big effect on the players, and understand they are human as well. They're not intentionally getting injured. This is just part of life, and I wish Wesley the best. Thank you, everyone. Please do hit the like and subscribe. And more important than that, I hope you all have a very good day, and please do put your comments in the comment section below. It's always good to know your perspective. Thank you, everyone, and hope you have a great day. Thank you.